Hi.
Patrick, do you have something you want to say?
Oh, yeah. Does this? Yes, it does. So I know we're all here to have fun, but on a serious note, Matt Mercer is barfing and sick. So I wanted to send him a little video of everybody maybe yelling out his favorite phrase, big ass trees. So if you guys could do that on the count of 3, I think it would warm the cockles of his heart.
Who's recording it?
Who's recording it?
Right over there.
Right there. Camera's over there.
Remember, so we're going to count to 3, and then we're going to yell big ass trees, okay? Is that kosher? All right.
Is that kosher?
1, 2, 3.
Big ass trees! We love you, Matt.
We love you.
Barfing. No more barfing.
No more
No more barfing.
That's fair.
Start barfing out of your butt.
No.
So Patrick, hi. Who do you play in Attack on Titan?
I'm Keith. I yell at people and make them feel bad about their life choices.
Did we already cover who plays?
No.
No.
Josh, you play?
Armin Arlert and the narrator.
Ian, who do you play?
Nile Dok. Don't clap for Nile Dok. Don't clap for
He's a
Nile Dok.
badass character. Actually, I really do like your character.
Eventually. Who do you play, Lauren?
I play Annie Leonhardt, a.k.a. female Titan. What?
Spoilers.
And I play Reiner, and I don't know anything.
You gotta scream. Good for you. Good for you. Rob got a screamer.
So Patrick hasn't seen the full first season, which is okay because he's been busy making amazing anime and cartoons and video games.
Yep.
So we all, of course, forgive him, but I completely understand. I hate spoilers myself, and I have left Attack on Titan panels after having horrible things spoiled for me.
Because I care and I want to be surprised.
He wants to be
When
surprised.
I finally get to watch the rest. I've gotten to the first big thing. Where I got that. Yeah. And they're like, we gotta scoop this. Yeah, no, I got to that. So
because we want to allow him to go through the awesome experience that you
He hasn't even gotten to
to
time travel yet.
It hasn't even. Did you make a time skip joke? Okay, all right, we're doing a little One Piece here.
No, it's okay.
He's going to take off so we don't spoil it for him and ruin everything because we want him to have the same oh my god experience that the rest of us.
However, wait.
And I want you guys to be able to talk about spoilery stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one thing that you wanted everybody to do, though, right, Patrick? Other than the video?
Yeah, just
No.
I want everybody to give Patrick the best Attack on Titan salute that you can. Everybody stand up.
Recruits.
All right, get them to feel motivated, Patrick.
Most of you are gonna die! Wait, let me phrase that. Eventually, even if it's just through like old age and attrition, all of you are gonna die!
Salute! All right, go ahead, Patrick. Thank you. Yay, Patrick Sides!
All right, so we have a lot of people in line already want to do questions. We need to talk about the spoiler thing for a second. Is anybody in this room that hasn't watched all of it yet?
Like all of the first season?
Okay.
All right. What do we feel, group? Do we need to avoid?
So
We got to collectively agree how we're going to play this, is what I'm saying.
it's hard to... Okay, so here's what we usually do on this panel. We usually talk about the first season, which has been animated. We do not talk about manga spoilers. We do not, because myself and I think Josh, we have not read the manga, and Ian has not read the manga, and Ian, out of all of us, hates spoilers the most. It's very true.
Which is
She walked out of a panel when somebody spoiled something for him.
Yeah, they told me her character, and I just
Mic drop.
ruined everything.
So, are you guys okay with talking about spoilers from just what's been animated, the season one?
Yeah!
Yes? All right.
If you have not seen the full season and you are not okay with having something spoiled, this is your opportunity to get out.
We'll answer other questions later, or you can come to our autograph signings. Which
Yeah,
are
right in
after
the
this.
back. Yeah, right in the back.
After
As soon
this,
as
we
this
can
panel
talk
is over,
one-on-one.
we're going back there to be able to sign, and so you can come and talk to us and ask any questions that you wanted to be able to ask
All right.
here.
Absolutely, but just absolute no manga spoilers. Capiche?
But like the fact that I'm actually Aaron's father.
Yes. God, you know what? Fine, Ian. You just spoiled it.
I'm not that relevant.
There are not any big spoilers yet to come.
No, we're not going to tell you
Anyway.
anything. Even though there is a guy, the last time I was here, a vendor who was selling a poster that had all of the people that were actually Titans and their Titan, like, paired up together in a
That's-
poster. Totally ruined everything.
Yep. It's messed up, man. It's messed
Yeah,
up.
that's
Figured way too much crap out.
So anyway, now that we've got that established, hi.
Hello.
Hi, first person.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Robin Wolf. I have a birthday coming up tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. My question for you is, did you see the recently live-action Attack on Titan movie? And if you have, what do you think about it?
I got to see like the trailer and I saw bits and pieces of the movie. It was a little too gory for me. Like it's too much of a horror movie as opposed to what they turned it into a complete like survival horror thing. And
Cool, thank you.
they turned it into a complete survival horror thing. And I'm generally not a big fan of horror, and I'm really not a big fan of over the top gore. And so I couldn't really stay for the whole thing. That said, I appreciate it for what it is, even since, obviously they had to go with a completely Asian cast, and that completely destroys any of the canon, the established world of the manga, the actual story. So it was kind of a fun thrill ride as opposed to actually being a representation of the actual story itself.
Question.
Yeah.
Isn't Attack on Titan a really, really gory survival horror, though?
Kind of. Like it's more of a, to me it's more of a drama.
True, but
there's survival and there's a horror aspect to it, but it's not the focus. The focus is more about the internal drama between all the characters and the mystery of finding out all these different things.
I buy that. But as a viewer, I also know it's.
Yeah, I mean, you get that, but I mean, like they what you see in the anime, they took it to a whole nother level with the movie. Like, it's like I almost threw up watching it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like
And
it's.
can you handle a lot usually?
Normally, I can do pretty good with like gore and stuff, but like this was just heightened and like way.
So, Robin,
over
did
the
you
top.
see it?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
It was awesome.
Awesome.
Good, I'm glad
I
to
hope
like
so.
it.
I want it to be. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. And isn't part 2 coming out really soon?
Actually, it just hit theaters this week.
Oh, well, there you go. Awesome. Might need to go see it.
Yeah,
Levi is not a character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that they have a guy in there that's a lot like Levi, but it's not Levi.
Yeah, his name is not Levi. They don't have, like, Armin is obviously not blonde. You can't really tell the difference between Armin or any of the other characters. Like, there's
that's
like
kinda
Hanji.
racist.
Well, Hanji. Well, because there's so much variety of race in the actual story itself, because it's mostly like Eastern European or kind of a European descent thing, and so they could not pull that off with the live action.
Okay, I have a question then, since you've seen it. Here's my question. Is it like... The problem I had with the Black Butler live action is that it was like when your mom describes an anime to you and she gets like every third thing right. Where it's like, hey, it's set in like futuristic Japan, and you're like, I mean, it's Victorian England, but yeah, it's about this girl. I mean, it's a boy, but yeah, keep going, Mom.
Yeah.
There's
Is it like
a
that?
Black Butler
Yeah,
live
in a
action.
way.
Yes, and it's stuff like that where you're like Bardroy, isn't it? A couple other people, and they just they're like, oh, we're gonna shove 3 characters into one. Kind of like when your mom is
out of the
describing it.
original cast, there's maybe 5 characters that are actually in the movie. Like there's Eren, Mikasa, I believe Armin, Hanji, Cabella's character, and I think. And then the character that's supposed to be Levi but is not Levi. And that's
Weird, yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone likes Levi.
And like the architecture and the setting of it, like they actually, like I even saw like there was a poster recently with Hanji for the second movie, and she's got a full-on RPG in her hand. It was like there were no rocket-propelled grenades in time. Yeah, like there's all sorts of stuff that's.
We need to everybody yell happy birthday to Robin on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Robin!
Everybody give Robin a salute.
Hey, thank you for your question.
Hey, birthday salute!
How old are you going to be, Robin, if you don't mind telling us?
30 years old.
Yeah! That's awesome.
yeah.
I'll be 30 in November.
It's a good time. You're gonna enjoy it.
November
Mine
3rd?
is November 2nd.
Awesome.
Yeah, my birthday's
All right,
November 2nd.
thank you for your
Thank
question.
you, Robin. Thank you so
All right.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Next
you.
question.
Hi.
Hi guys,
Hello.
my name is Allison. It's wonderful to meet you all.
Hi,
I met
Allison.
Ian already. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how you
My
doing?
question for you guys is, what's a favorite trait about each of your characters?
He wears a bolo.
I've contributed. Yep.
I'm thinking.
I like that Armin, like when we first meet him, he's so dedicated to his moral principles. You know that he does not want to be a violent person, especially like against other people. He's very much a pacifist, and the fact that he's able to work through his otherwise very bad self-image over the course of the show
Yeah.
is really one of the most fun parts of playing him. But the fact that he constantly sticks by his friend's side, he's constantly always trying to strive to improve himself.
Yeah.
And he sticks by his moral character. He sticks by his principle.
I like little words, lots of action. Brandon doesn't talk much at all. It's one of the smallest line counts in the show, actually. People are like, oh, you're in that? Yeah, it was 5 minutes.
I like the fact that Annie can knock a grown man on his butt. Or, I'm sorry, on his back, right? Yeah, something like that. So, you got yourself into that mess, man. I mean, just saying.
Oh, he loved every minute of it. He loved it. He loved it. You know he loved it. That was total core flirting.
Of course, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Allison. Yay, Allison. Yay. Hello.
Yeah, I've already stopped her.
My name's Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten.
All right, well, the question I have for you guys is, if you go out and hang out regularly, like say after a recording session and the like, does anyone ever I don't know, just decide to say something randomly in character and then you guys just sort of drop into character while doing stuff, or no?
That just happens every day.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
That just happens when you hang out with actors.
Yeah.
It's just rare that you know what they happen to be doing. Everybody's kind of in their own show, but everybody's just quoting lines randomly. Sometimes you know what the lines are, but most of the time, we all just are kind of in our own little play.
We were talking as Toriko and Komatsu on the way up here, and then we both went, oh, sad.
Toriko.
But yeah, no, we do that. It happens a lot.
It's really
Actors
cute.
are annoying people.
It's true.
Actors are wonderful people.
Well,
I'm an
thank
actor.
you. You haven't spent enough time with us.
Well, and also a lot of times we're fans of the show as well
Oh,
as
yeah.
getting to be in
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Like
for
we
sure.
feel really lucky, and we kind of geek out about the scenes that we're not in and stuff anyway. So
I know that Josh and I have nerded out over this show many, many times. I actually, story time. When I was cast in this show, you guys know the story. Rob hasn't heard the story, though.
no.
When I was first cast in Attack on Titan, I was really excited, but I didn't know, I had not seen the show. I only knew that it was a really big show. I didn't even know that was an anime. So when I got the audition for it, I was like, oh, it's an anime, cool. So I auditioned for it. Mike McFarlane gave me a call a couple days later and says, hey, so we've decided to cast you as Annie. And my reaction was just very, oh, that's so cool, awesome. And because of my not huge enthusiasm, Mike was confused. So he says, have you seen the show? Do you know anything about the show? And I said, no, I don't know anything. I just know that it's a really popular show. And all of a sudden I hear this sigh on the other line, just, okay. Well, here's the thing about Annie. She starts off as a side character, but she gets bigger later.
That's a
And
That's a play on words right
that's
there.
a total play
That
on
was a
words.
play on words.
And so then fast forward, I ended up, people would ask me, who were you cast as? And I would say, I was cast as Annie. And people that had seen the show would immediately get super excited. I wouldn't know why. And I told them exactly what Mike said. And every single time I would repeat it, people would just start laughing, and I wasn't getting it. So then finally, after the first recording session, I went back home, and I watched it, and as I'm watching it, I'm texting Josh, I'm texting Tatum, and I'm texting Mike all at once, and and then you see the female Titan for the first time, and I'm like, oh my God, there's a female Titan? No way! And Mike McFarlane says something like, there's been a few here and there, right? I'm like, I don't think so, Mike. I've been paying attention. I don't think so. So then the big reveal comes, And I texted Mike and Josh, and my exact text was, Annie Female Titan, WTF! And Mike's response was, yep. So I've been nerding out over this show for a while. So, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Okay, my name is Ann Argote.
Hi.
You can see I'm cosplaying as Armin. He's my favorite character.
Yay!
Because, I
You look great.
I like that he's smart, and a lot of him and me are kind of similar. As I get bullied at school, and I really hate that. I'm really, really smart as well, but basically, this is my question: are you guys hyped for season 2? Because I saw the flippin' teaser, and then when it said to be continued, I raged because I'm hoping this gets an English dub. Because
so are
in
we.
all honesty, the English dub is much better than the Japanese voices.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I think you've heard Armin's voice in Japanese, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad and hopefully to see all you guys in the season 2 when it comes out.
Thank you
so much.
Hopefully I won't be in my 20s. Also, do any of you want Pocky?
I'm
good.
fine,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
No Pocky, but thank you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you
Speaking
enjoy
of
it, too,
season
when it comes
2, I want to take this opportunity right now to officially announce we know absolutely nothing about what's happening in season 2.
Absolutely nothing. I was like, do you know something I don't?
Let's take a moment to say we have no announcements to make.
That's mean. You're mean, Rob.
I mean, I can say as someone not as involved as you guys, I would be surprised if they replaced anyone. So, or if the Japanese company would be like, you know, you guys did good, but we're just going to go with somebody else and completely recast the entire thing. So, hopefully you guys are going to be doing that.
I just don't take anything for granted anymore with the financial machinations of companies that get bought out and sold and closed and whatever. Until it's actually on the air, I'm not going to believe it.
Here's the one thing that I've always said about how Titan is going to continue to be successful. In Japan, they were able to sell Attack on Titan cologne, and when you can sell otaku's cologne, you are onto something. And that's what the amount of merch that they're able to produce there, and it's just they're doing well from what I can tell.
That's amazing.
The fact that the Japanese Universal Studios has an entire theme park dedicated to Titan, like an entire extension of the park dedicated to Titan now. Say that again? No. Really? Awesome. I gotta find pictures of that.
I'm so stoked about season 2. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that it happens soon. I'm really hoping, because I want to get back into it, man.
Same here. I mean, as far as what we know, they said, releasing it in 2016. Hopefully, that means early 2016, since they've already started production on the second season. So hopefully, we'll see like a spring, maybe. Oh, hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monica Rial.
I love you, Monica Rial. Oh my God, Monica Rial loves me. I love you too.
Hi, we love you too. What's your name?
Oh, me?
Hi.
Hi, my name is Anais, and this is for all of
What's
you.
your name?
Anais.
Ooh.
Anais.
If you have trouble, just say Annie.
Annie,
My question is for all of you. Do you think Levi and Aaron should get together?
Yep.
I am the one that asked the question.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, no, wait.
No?
Wait.
I ship it.
Whoa, controversy.
Controversy. Some people would say yes.
That would be me.
Levi and Aaron. That's what Ian says.
I say that.
Others also think there could be a Levi and Erwin kind of deal. So it really depends, but I could see it. Just saying, there's also another possibility. That's all I'm saying.
Thank
So
you.
yes.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
There's an Ervin and Nile thing, so he's already kind of taken.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Are you from Show by Rock?
I am.
Oh, yes, you are.
Love your guitar.
I love
you
you
were at our
guys.
video game panel, right? I saw your guitar. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Does it have
You
like-
guys are awesome.
You're awesome. Your face is awesome.
No, you.
No, you. Okay, so my question is, I kind of have two questions, if that's okay. My first question is, if you guys were Titan shifters, what sort of Titan powers would you have?
Crap.
I would have the power to go.
Derpy Titan.
You got to it before me.
Yep. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Titan.
Yeah.
What would your power be?
I want to be in, what is it? I'm not uncommon. I keep thinking magic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Abnormal.
Abnormal. Yeah, I want to be an abnormal. They're just so free.
What would he do?
What Josh did. I'm not going to do it after he did.
Oh, do we want Ian to do it?
There was video from
we do.
Animate Miami last year of me doing it with Matt Mercer. Go look it up. It's very funny.
I don't know what my power would be because I already have a power, and that's to stomp on people. You know what I will say? One part that absolutely is just terrible, and I think you guys can all agree, is when she's swinging the dude with his gear.
Oh, my God.
And then she slams him, and he bounces off the ground. I'm like, that is messed up, man. That's just messed up.
She's enjoying that a little too much.
Yeah, just a little bit. I honestly, I don't know. Just the fact that she has awesome martial arts skills, I think that's pretty cool. Or fighting skills, I think that's awesome. So, how about you, Rob?
I don't know.
Armor?
Maybe like armor, something. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe the ability to twerk.
Yes, the twerking Titan.
The twerking Titan,
Can you
I think,
twerk,
could
Rob?
be. So I
Oh,
cannot.
my God.
You
the most
cannot
horrible-
I don't have that
abnormal of
ability.
them all.
That's why I would need the Titan
Everybody
transferable
has
skills.
the ability to twerk.
Well, then
I
show
don't-
us.
Show us how to. Show us
No,
the
I'm not
ability.
twerking,
No, you
no.
just said everyone did.
I
so
have
it must
the
be
ability,
you
doesn't
did.
mean I'm going to do it.
I do not have that skill, but I wish I did. I would be the twerking Titan.
So twerking Titan. You said you had two, though.
Yes.
Question number 2.
What's your two?
My second question is for Ian and Josh.
All right.
Now that you're both here together, can you please tell us the story of I have the sex with the bees and the eagles?
What is
Yeah, no, okay.
this?
I didn't know that was like a story, but yeah, no. When we would watch with Josh, and then at the beginning, like of the credits, he would go, "I have the sex with the bees and eagles," and like that's what I hear every time now.
Yeah, it was like a misheard lyrics thing. Like one time I just happened to hear it and just started saying it every time, and then like just did it when we went, like first time we actually all sat down to watch it, I just said it out loud. He was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. And then I said it, and you're not the first person to bring me up. Do people know that story? Is it
Yeah, well, I think you said it last time you were
I
here.
did, probably.
And now
So
every
funny.
time I hear it, that's what I hear.
Yeah, you've ruined it for everyone.
Josh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's awesome.
Every time I hear it, I just always sing to myself, I don't think you're ready for this Titan.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. I want Ian to tell the Josh screaming story.
I think Josh actually told it better than I did. I was just saying that when I
I
watched
think
it. So
that
Okay,
Josh
Josh
Josh,
got to do
tell
that
a
one.
story.
So like after Lauren had already seen the show, at one point she was in town, and Ian had been wanting to wait to see the show until we actually had like the DVDs for the dub
I
release.
wanted to watch it with him. He's my friend, and we used to watch everything together. We used to live together. So yeah, no, I wanted to watch his big show with him.
And let me
Yeah,
tell you
so
all,
we
that
watched
place was
like-
nasty.
Like when he was first, when
That
he
place
was
was
directing
nasty
Black
dirty.
Butler, we watched Black Butler together. Once he first, once he had that, once the dub was out, we watched Toriko together. Both, before we started recording together and after we had
thing
recorded
we
it.
do.
Yeah, it was fun. It's kind of it's one of our things. So we get together one night and we had the first 13 episodes on disc, and we were going to marathon pretty much all 13 of that first half so that he could get somewhat caught up. So we're watching. He's totally into it and he's having fun. And then we get to Ep 5. And then
That
you see,
episode.
yeah, and then Jerry Garcia / Santa Claus Titan, comes out of left field. Armin goes in the mouth. Aaron pulls him out. And then Aaron, is right there on the cusp, and he's saying his awesome lines, and he's reaching. And at this point, Ian is out of his seat. He is like, that's one of the things I love about watching Anime with Ian is he gets so into it, he gets so excited, and it's so fun watching his reactions. He's sitting there, he's like, don't you do it, don't you do it. I know it, his mouth's about to close, he's going, oh, he's gone. And he just got so down about it. He just like, oh, man. And he has his back turned to the TV at this point, and so, immediately after that, there's Armin's, just the scream happens, and Ian...
The scream. It's known throughout the industry
No,
now.
dude, it's the scream.
Yeah, the scream happens, and Ian, I'm on the edge of on his couch. He launches, and lands. Oh my God! And just, and I said, he simultaneously, he lands, he jumps 3 feet in the air, lands onto the couch. His legs are up, and he's just and then he grabs his throat
And then
Let's
what
watch
else
it
does he
again.
do? Yeah.
And Josh is going because he knew that was coming, and he knew that I had no idea. So the whole process, even in the first episode when the first one comes through, I'm like, oh! Oh! And we're watching it with Tyson Reinhardt, and we watch him die, and I'm like, are you? He's like, yeah, I'm dead. I'm like, no! And I got to have that experience because I didn't I walked out of all the Titan panels and didn't know. The one spoiler I knew was you. And
But not me, by the way. I didn't spoil it for him.
she didn't. Someone in a panel did. I found out your spoiler because of that poster in the other room. Yes.
There's no spoilers to do with me.
No, there's nothing. Nothing.
Oh,
to
but
do
nobody
with that.
knows about Reiner.
Okay.
Nothing.
Boys are funny.
Anyway, thank you for both your questions.
Thank you so much. Big fan of you guys.
All right.
Love your
You,
comment.
princess.
Oh my goodness, I
Skull
love
and
your
Crossbones
outfit.
princess, you've been very excited. Hi, what's your name?
I'm so nervous right now.
What's your name?
My name's Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
So I have two questions also. Okay. So the first one is, what's your favorite episode of Attack on Titan?
Ooh. My favorite episode, I actually do have fun. My favorite episode is the third episode, actually, which I'm really sad that Patrick isn't here because Patrick is absolutely amazing in the show. The third episode, because Eren grows as a character in that episode. He also proves that he's not just a kid that's just spouting out loud words, always loud words. He proves to people that he actually has a goal, that he wants to get this done. Not only that, but the episode has awesome music, too.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
And isn't that the only episode that ends on a yeah?
Yes, pretty
Every
much.
other episode is no. That one's yeah.
I'm going to be asking you to do that all. No!
That's
my
no
favorite
concern.
episode. You're killing me.
When it was first airing, I was so into the episodes where they go beyond the wall, the first big mission as part of the scout regiment, and all the strategy and everything, going into the formation that they're in and how they're having to execute it,
For a
and then
long time.
everything goes to hell. And just, who's doing that? Nice.
Because they're on horses for 3 freaking episodes.
No, seriously, it's just horseback riding. Horseback Titan. See, that would be freaky, wouldn't it? A horse Titan.
Ooh. Ew.
Watch, it's gonna go.
What's
like
your
that.
favorite episode?
What's your favorite?
Probably 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one's that one?
I think it's like where Annie picks up Armin.
Yeah.
And then she looks at him and then she tries to find Eren.
Yeah, where she decides not to kill him.
She likes episode 16 where Annie picks up Armin and is looking for Eren.
That's actually a pretty important scene, actually. That's awesome that you remember that because I totally forgot about that scene. That's actually a very important scene because she pretty much nearly kills everybody in sight. So we kind of find out later that she sees something in Armin, they talk about this later on, something like she believes that he is a good person, I think. I don't remember the exact conversation, but there is a reason why she did not kill him, so that's very important.
I ship it.
You ship it? A lot of people do. I'd ship it.
Armin and Annie.
And your second question?
Okay, this is for only Josh and Ann. This is for
Lauren, yes.
Lauren.
Josh and Lauren, yes.
Sorry, it's for Lori and Josh.
Lauren.
Okay, yeah.
Lauren, sorry.
No, it's okay.
How does it feel to play Armin and Annie?
Armin was the character that I wanted. He was the character that, when watching the show, especially like seeing the arc of his story, his character development, especially up to Ep 9, made me. I was like, okay, no, I'm totally about this character. There was a lot of similarities that I saw in myself as in him, especially having to do with his character growth, his journey, and what he goes through. And he's the one that I just kind of fell in love with. Like, no, I really want to play that character. And then I got it, which never happens. Never happens.
Josh was very excited when he found out he was cast as Armin.
Yeah, I screamed really loud outside the Funimation booths. I'm pretty sure I maybe ruined a couple of takes for people.
That's okay. It's for the love of your work. I love playing Annie. As I said before, when I was cast as her, I had not seen the show. So to find out, that I happen to be a part of this show, which was my first project at Funimation, and I have now, gotten to know so many, amazing people, and they're, my dear friends, and I've gotten to work on so many cool projects. But with Annie, I really just saw her as a side character at first because I had no idea what was going to happen with her. So when you see that she starts off as just a character that doesn't really talk much, but clearly she has a lot of, abilities, fighting abilities, whatnot. Clearly she's very smart. When that whole big reveal happens, it was totally a treat for me, not just as an actress, but as somebody who really does love the show. I had the same reaction that you guys had when you saw it. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible, but that's so cool. It was awesome, and she will probably be one of my, and I don't like picking favorites, but she probably will be one of my favorite characters that I've ever played, so.
Thank you.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Sarah, and my question for you is, who do you ship your character with?
Who is our OTP?
Yeah.
One
Armin
true pairing.
Armin and Annie.
Oh.
Armin and Annie.
Armin and Annie. What about you, Ian?
Me and Rob. I'm not even
I think
in the show. Just
I
me
think
and Rob.
Niall and Reiner
They got a little
together.
something going.
Actually, Mikasa and I always thought Reiner and Mikasa had a chance, but
I hear
it never
there's something
happened. But I feel like it was there.
Mine's a sad answer.
Oh, yeah, he died.
Yeah. No, not him.
Oh, she died.
She died.
Yeah.
Levi and Petra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that tree was petrified.
You slapper. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that's sad. It's sad.
For a serious answer, I hear there is something about my character and Ervin, so I like to bug Tatum about that.
Oh, really?
I hear they were good friends growing up or something, and then they went boop.
Yeah, there is a backstory about it. I haven't read it, but I know there's also a story on Levi too. Backstory on Levi.
Animated.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, nice. Is it? Have you seen it legally?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Go funny.
Awesome.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Hey, how's it going?
Also have a question. Do you have any funny gag reels or bloopers on recording sessions on Attack on Titan or any other show on video games?
Well, for Titan, I will say, and I can't speak for everybody, Josh was in there way more than myself, but I personally, when I was there, I didn't have a lot of time to record, so, and with a show that's as depressing and heavy as Titan, I mean, sure, you would think we would try and find some things to joke about, but we actually just tried to stay in that mood throughout the entire thing to make sure we would stay consistent with the performances and whatnot. So for me personally, no, there wasn't a lot of outtakes or gag reels. As far as I know, I don't think there was.
Yeah, no, Mike, from what I understand, Mike kind of kept everybody pretty consistent in terms of wanting to keep to that attitude the entire time just because it is such a serious and such a heavy show.
Mike McFarlane, who is the director and did a fabulous job, by the way.
And he's also the voice of Jean Kirstein as well.
Yeah. There were times, yeah, where like after like a particularly emotionally intense scene, he would like pull up, okay, let's watch a cat video or something real quick, just something to kind of take the edge off. But other than that, we stayed in character and on point pretty much throughout the entire recording process.
I recorded pretty late, and a lot of times, I don't know if you guys have heard stories or commentaries on the different episodes about the bombs that we will lay for each other. But a lot of times, if you're one of the later actors to record and everybody else is in the episode already and they know you're coming, they will lay landmines for you. They'll misrecord wrong lines to try to mess you up, or say your name instead of your character's name, or just inappropriateness. Just general juvenile, junior high inappropriateness.
We're adults.
In its best way. There was none of that in this show. And I think everybody was just focused on, I think everybody kind of knew this was a big deal and took it seriously. And not that we don't take everything seriously, but sometimes, like, no, we're not curing cancer here. No one's going to be upset if we play with this a little bit, but this one everyone was pretty serious on.
And then a lot of the fun stories come in the booth with anything that has any levity, because there's levity, you're emotionally in a light place at that point. When you're just like, everyone's dying around you, you don't go, oh my God, did you see that elephant on a skateboard? Like, you are there, and that's a thing. And
So not a lot of, I don't think there were any, I mean, of course
But we
there
do
were
that to each other a lot on other shows.
on other shows, yeah, this is just one of those ones that, it's just dark.
Very dark. Actually, when I show the show to friends of mine who haven't seen it, in the first episode where Armin is first introduced, where the bullies are holding him up against the wall, and Aaron starts running at them, and they're like, "Chet, come on!" And then they see Mikasa, and they're like, "Oh crap!" Everybody laughs at that, right? Well, most of the time when I'm showing it to somebody that has never seen the show, I'll turn to them and I'll just be like, you should take that in, because that's one of the very few comedic moments in this entire show. So.
Take that with you, because it's all you're getting.
Exactly.
You don't get any sort of relief until like Ep 3, and it's only a little bit.
Exactly.
A little bit of a relief.
Yeah, me getting knocked on my butt.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
nice.
that's about it.
I like that. That was one of my favorites.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Hello.
Hello, my name's Alejandro.
Nice to meet you, Alejandro.
Booty.
Booty. Yeah.
I have a question, then if I can ask you guys from something. But from the first question, I kind of think that, this is not in manga or anything like that, I'm just saying, I kind of think that there might be like a little underground city way later on that might lead actually to somewhere else where it's going to be safer.
Oh, yeah. The great thing about this show is that there's so many theories. So many. Like, can't even count how many theories. Like, people will ask me, like, what do you think is in the basement or in the cellar? And I have no idea. I really want to know, but I don't know. I just say there's blow-up dolls,
Jägermeister.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's another reason why I love, like, I haven't read the manga and I love waiting for the anime is it's kind of the same reason why I didn't go and read the Game of Thrones books after I had started watching the show. Is I love being able to like guess, like, okay, I think this is what this person's going to do, or I think that this is how this is going to play out. And trying to figure it out and guess is really fun for me. And
you also get to appreciate the art for what it is, because, like, for example, has anybody read V for Vendetta? Yeah, how'd you like that movie? Like you're like, okay, I mean, you left out fate and you left out all this other stuff, but I mean, I guess, sure. And like that stuff sticks in your head and it bothers you. So anything that they would change from the manga to the anime would bother the crap out of you.
It's so true. That's very true. And also the fact that if you go ahead and read everything that's out, then you're stuck waiting until the anime comes out, which I knew that would drive me crazy. So instead of going to read what else is out and then be like, I want more, instead I'm just being patient and waiting until it comes out so I can see it.
Well, we're glad that it's inspired you to have your own conspiracy theories. I think that's awesome, the inner city.
And to kind of go off of your idea, like, did you read, and anybody else, raise your hand, who watched, like, in the very last episode of the first season, who actually stopped and read the big wall of text at both of the eye catches? Okay, did you?
No.
You didn't read it? Okay. No. Go back and read it. because it brings up so many questions. I can paraphrase for you real quick if you'd like.
Yeah.
No, just make him read it.
All right, cool. So like, here, what it basically is, it's a story. It's just this big story about this guy who lives in the second interior, who wants to get into the very interior because he figures he can live a better life of like a life of luxury. So at night he goes and he tries to dig beneath the wall, and he just keeps digging and digging and digging and digging over a course of several nights. And at one point, finally, he reaches the bottom, and there's more wall, but it's going outward. It's going outward in all directions. Like the wall stops and then goes out. It's surrounding them. And then the next part, the second eye catch, is about a guy who knows that person, who's reporting that he went out to try to find him because he vanished. He knew where he had been digging, he knew what he was trying to do, and he knew that he had found something. He didn't know what it was, but then one night, that guy just vanished. He could not find a trace of him, and his hole vanished too. No explanation. And that's it.
Dun, dun, dun. That's great.
What's going on?
And then second thing is I have a best friend. She couldn't be here today. If you guys can you guys give me because I showed her Attack on Titan. She is like diehard fan of it. Can you guys like salute for me so I can just like record it and send it to her?
Sure, we'll do a salute.
Rob, do you know how to salute?
You know how to salute properly? So it's that. Yeah.
Jabbing yourself in the gut.
All right.
What's your name?
Her name?
Yes.
Samantha.
All right. Record video.
1, 2, 3.
Hi, Samantha.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, Elle.
Hang on, just
You're my
real
favorite
quick, before you
character.
answer your question, we have 15 minutes before the end of the panel, and we have a lot of people in line, so if you could, please just pick one question.
Yes.
I was going to do a statement and a question because
Okay.
I was curious
Dig
if
it.
you guys wanted to know about why Levi wasn't in the live-action movie because they released an official statement.
Oh, really?
Please?
His name. They can't use his name.
Okay,
In
I got
Japanese.
it. Okay, I
They
get it.
cannot use
Oh.
his name in Japanese. It sounds like Riva or
Riva.
Rival, and they cannot translate it. They cannot say it. They cannot find a way to do it. Personally, I think it's because the fans got angry because he's a really popular character and they didn't think anyone could play him. But the official
interesting.
reason is that they could not use his name.
Interesting.
But they say it in the anime and...
In Japanese, they don't have a kanji for Levi.
Got it, kanji. Not a problem. Thank you. That makes sense.
So
By the way, you're cosplaying my favorite character from Death Note.
Thank you very
Elle
much.
rocks. Love Elle.
I have candy. But
Yay! You have to have candy.
Blame
What was your question, my
what's your
love?
question?
Anyway, I just wanted to talk to Josh about Armin because for me, Armin was like the character I felt has gotten the most development because he went a full freaking 360
Oh,
from
yeah.
the weak kind of slightly shrill character that he was before to this like adamant, very not aggressive, but certainly very more assertive character.
Right.
And I was just kind of wondering, as you were taking like a vocal and mental journey through him, how did you kind of find ways to tone your voice and your mind to kind of fit that transition? Because the
Right.
transition was very subtle at first, and then there was like huge explosion and those amazing screams that you did, which
Oh,
were
thank you.
so on point for the record.
Thank you very much.
I
And
was just
painful, I'm
kind
sure.
of- I was just kind of wondering how you built that transition in your performance.
A lot of it was, Mike McFarlane had a very specific idea of how he wanted Armin to sound from the get-go, both, in the first 2 episodes as he was as a kid, and then what we see in episode 3 after the time skip. And then after that point, the rest of it was just kind of came after. You take certain things into account, and it's one of the cool things that I've seen about any time that we record a show and a character goes through an arc. When you go on that journey with the character, things change subtly, just kind of on their own, and you can go back and watch the first episode, like prime example, Toriko or Kenichi, and you watch these shows. You see Toriko, you see Komatsu, or you see Kenichi, and you see these characters. There's their voice is one way at the beginning, and then you go like 30 episodes later, and it's completely changed. And a lot of times you don't even realize that you've done it. With Armin, I knew that there was the change because I'd watched the show and because I knew what was going to happen with Inept 9. I had an idea of where he might go vocally after that.
So it wasn't developed bit by bit. You watched the whole thing and kind of processed it, and then
Right.
kind of schemed how you were going to make it.
Right, and then also from Mike's direction as well. So it was kind of, it was two-part, it had multiple aspects to it in order to be able to make that transition. But yeah, in a lot of ways, it was Mike's direction, my thought process, and then just the organic process itself.
Thank you. Also,
Thank you.
I loved you in Psychopaths, just saying.
Oh, thank you.
So much.
Keep your psychopaths clear.
Hello.
Aren't you in psychopaths?
What's your question?
Whatever. So I am a aspiring voice actor.
Nice.
One of the voices that I was really intrigued by was Armin, and over a little bit of time, I tried perfecting his scream, which I'm confident that I did, and I wanted to ask if you and I can both do the scream together.
All right, back off that microphone, though. Because it could be dangerous.
No, back off.
Back
Back away.
Back away from the
Back
microphone.
away.
And you back away, too.
You ready? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, you're amazing.
You bet, dude. Thank you. That was awesome. Love the Gohan. That's Gohan or?
Okay, so I'm cosplaying a Steven Universe gender bent character.
Oh,
Nice.
But it's like 3 cosplays in one. I look like Gohan, Aladdin, and the character I'm cosplaying.
I didn't even think of Aladdin.
That's
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, love.
Rock on, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. We're going to try and do like a lightning round because we
All right, let's
don't
go.
have that much time.
10 minutes.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So, I've been meaning to ask you, have you guys watched the OVA? Like the OVA with, I forgot the name of the character. There was this one character, they had a small OVA for Attack on Titan.
I don't think I've seen it.
No.
I haven't, no.
Then I'll ask another question. Okay. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's fine.
Oh God. Have any of you guys watched the abridged version of Attack on Titan? The Abridge on Titan?
I've seen bits and pieces.
Can you sing the Please Don't Kill Us Please song? Please?
I don't know it by heart. I'm
Can you
sorry.
sing a little bit of
like
it?
I don't know it at all, but I can't. How about I'm in charge of the gas tanks. Ding ding.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetie.
What? Oh, my name is Denna Fisher-Rockies.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Dana.
Hello.
What's up? I'm Valeria. Hi. I have a question for you, Josh.
Okay.
Okay. Can you say the Thug Life didn't choose me? Wait, how did it go? It's like, wait, oh my God, I can't say
I didn't
it.
choose the thug life chose me.
Yeah, that one.
As
And you're-
Armin?
Yes. I've been dying to hear you say it.
Let's see. I didn't choose the Thug Life. The Thug Life chose me.
I just, oh my
What
God,
is that
thank
from?
you. Oh,
Am I
that's
missing
all.
it?
Thank you so much. I love you.
Scout
all.
Regiment represent.
Oh my God. Can you... Last question.
Okay.
Do you know Tupac by any chance?
Not personally, no.
Okay, but do you know the song, I forgot what it's called. You know, the F the Police?
Oh, yes.
Can you
Kind
say
of.
with censorship, can you sing the first part of it?
I'd rather not, sweetie. I'm
All
sorry.
right, thank
Appreciate
you.
it, though.
All right, thank you. Love you all.
You love you. Next question. Awesome costume. 2 awesome costumes.
You look great. I love your Hanji, too.
Thank you. If you lived in Attack on Titan, which regiment would you join?
Not the Scouts.
I always have trouble with this question because I don't want to say MP because then I feel like I'm just kind of wussing out.
Right.
And if I say garrison, then I'm going to be doing something, but not really at the same time, unless there's Titans outside the wall.
Hey, I'll go work the fields. I grew up on a ranch.
I'm gonna be a grocer. I'm not messing with any of that. I'm gonna do carpentry. I don't need a sword. It's dangerous. They're really big. Have you seen them? They're huge.
Tavern wench. How about that?
A tavern wench, rock on.
Tavern wench.
I want to be a tavern.
Thank you for your awesome cosplay.
Yeah, you both
You
look
guys look great.
fantastic.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so this is kind of a vague question, but what's your favorite story from behind the scenes?
Just from like the recording process and
Yeah,
everything?
just while you guys were recording.
I wasn't supposed to be Nile Dok. I was supposed to be a guy who screamed and was stabbed. Not by, of course, not by a Titan. Titans don't stab. But I was just supposed to be stabbed and then die. But I was really sick that day, so I got a much better part.
That's awesome. I didn't
Because
know
you
that.
couldn't scream?
No, because I was like, I'm throwing up today, man. I know
Oh, so
you
you had
need
to
me
miss
for
that.
like 30 minutes, but I can't. And like, it's like, cool, you got this guy. And then I was like, oh. It wasn't until after I was done that I was like, oh, he's the head of the military police.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Go ahead, Josh.
My favorite behind the scenes stories, I actually need you to tell it, I think, because
Okay.
it's because Jamie's not here. Her story about what she does when she recorded every single one of her lines.
Oh, yeah, no, I heard that one. Jamie Markey, who plays...
I can't remember her character's
I
name.
don't remember her name.
She's one of the what's the Rose? That's not the Garrison. That is the Garrison, isn't it?
is the Garrison.
Yeah. Okay. She's one of the Garrison. She's like directly. She serves Pixis directly, and so like one of her first lines you see is when Pixis finds out that the walls have been breached. He decides he's going to go to the front, and she says, "I'll get the horses, sir."
The thing is when she was doing it, she didn't understand. She was like, how do you want me to deliver it? And Mike said, you know, big and kind of dramatic and all this stuff. And she goes, oh, like a telenovela. And he goes, sure, like a telenovela. Okay, if you want to. So for all of her lines, she did this.
I'll get the horses.
I'll go get the horses. And so she had told that story at a party, and so that's all we can hear when we watch it, is that she's doing that. But like, unless you knew that, you couldn't tell that.
And
but
she'll be so happy that we've told that at a con now and
on
everybody
camera, dude, she would be like, yeah, go tell that story. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious. It's one of my favorite things.
One of mine is actually, it's not my story, it's actually Bryce's story, but I think he'd be okay with me telling it. So in the last episode, I was going to call him Bryce, Aaron has a wooden stake that's like through his chest and he has to pull it out. Well, Bryce and Mike took a lunch break just before they were going to do that scream, and they went to, what is the burger place where the portion sizes are huge?
Culver's.
It was. I think it was. No, it wasn't Smash.
Mooyah?
Mooyah. It was Mooyah Burger. See how they know what I'm talking about? Mooyah
We know
Burger.
where Mike likes to eat. We know.
That's true, yeah. Mooyah Burger has these ridiculous portion sizes. Like, you would think that a small of, like, I'm sorry, you would think a medium for sweet potato fries would be like, you know, like that big. Yeah, no, it's like an entire cookie sheet piled with sweet potato fries.
Texas.
So Bryce and Mike decided to split a medium sweet potato dish. So Bryce loves sweet potato fries, and he ate a whole bunch of them. So they go back to record, and they're going to do the scream, and Bryce can't get the scream out because he is so full from lunch. So anytime he screams, it's always like, and Mike's just like, you all right, dude? And he's just like, I'm just too much sweet potato. Too much. So then he had to come back the next day to do that scream. So that scream, ladies and gentlemen, was not easy to do. Just letting you know. Almost.
I don't have any funny stories except Ian watching it for the first time, and we already told that story, so
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you. Hi, Armin.
Another great cosplay.
I just wanted to know, what do you guys think the most gruesome death was in the whole first season?
I have two. The first one is, what's his name? Not that blonde dude, but the other blonde dude
Thomas
that dies in
Wagner?
Thomas.
Yeah, that got
Thomas's
me.
death was messed up, man. Like, you see him disappear behind the clock tower, and then you see the Titan lean over, and he's in his mouth, and he's like, ugh, that's really terrible.
Just that. Help me.
That help me, and they're
God.
like, oh, we can't do anything.
Sorry, dude.
It was like, that's the nightmare situation, too. It's like,
Yeah.
you're going in alive,
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, totally. And then the second is Petra's death. I think that's pretty gruesome.
What about you?
Shut up. You've
What do
seen
you think
it.
the most gruesome is?
My favorite death is actually Thomas Wagner's, because it's so good.
It's
my
very well
favorite
done.
one.
It hits you right there.
Yeah,
It
and I
pulls
was
the
like,
heartstrings.
No, but I don't care either.
It's
She's
awful,
honest.
and
At least
she
she's honest.
loves it. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for your
love.
awesome costume.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, out of all the characters that you have voiced, which one do you think you would do best in Attack on Titan world?
Who would do best in Attack on Titan world? That's a great
fun.
question.
That's really fun.
So
out of all the characters you've voiced in anything, who would survive the best in Attack on Titan world? That's a great question.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
a great question.
That's really fun.
Whis. Bring it.
Whis would just destroy all the
Fly
Titans.
around and just be like.
Your head's gone. Your
Best
head's
twist,
gone.
best twist of Battle of Gods. I'm sorry that you are like the most powerful being in the entire universe. I love it.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. Josh, what about you?
Probably Sadao Mao from The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much fear in that world already. He would be at maximum power at all times. He was like, no, I'm Satan, bring it.
Yep.
Would you like fries with that?
I don't know, Rob.
I just because swordplay seems to be a valuable skill in this world, I would be Date Masamune, Big Boss of Oshu, who can jump like 1,000 feet high on his horse. So that would be helpful also in trying to get above.
I don't know.
Is that the one-eyed dragon?
I don't know.
One-eyed dragon.
I don't know who I would choose. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe no. Let's see. She would die. I don't know. Why do people keep saying Levi? I don't play Levi.
You don't?
Okay, I'm just gonna say because I can't think of anything else. Stop it, Ian. Stop it. Probably Kyoko from Madoka because she's a magical girl and she's got, those magical powers that could probably kill off those Titans. And she's got that cool spear, that does that. So
That's a good answer.
hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I actually had a question for you guys. And I always get this, and I'm surprised we haven't gotten it. Out of all of the Titans, not those Titans, but the regular Titans, which ones creep you out the most? Which one do you find the ultimate freaky one?
Abnormal.
Abnormal? Yeah, I know which one. There's a couple.
The most abnormalist.
Josh?
Spider Walk.
Yes! Spider Walk is nightmare fuel. What about you, Rob?
I think middle-aged man, bald guy, like the creepy one that looks like Hank Hill's son grown up. Like he just creeps me out because I see my future. It's not pretty.
All right.
Bobby, you're a Titan.
Did you guys have fun? Awesome. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I know that I will be signing at my table, which is if you guys...
I think we're all signing.
We're all signing right
so
back
come say
there.
hi. Yay!